Thanks for joining us here at Functional Bliss, where Audra and Jessica will guide you through exercises and wellness techniques to help you live your best life every day. It's in the name after all, Functional Bliss. Before you do anything else, click like and subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know whenever we put up a new video. To join our Blissful Gang for live Zoom classes where you can get more direct suggestions and encouragement, go to our website and sign up. Check the class description below for any equipment needs, grab your gear, and let's get started.
All right. We are ready to get started with our resistance training class today. We're going to start out sitting in the middle of our mat, moving gently through our body, starting to wake things up, tapping our hands against our legs, our hips, maybe even our ribs as we swing our arms side to side. Maybe adding a little pedal of the feet. Beautiful. A couple more to each side here. And then coming into center, moving into some big side bends. One more to each side, and then we're going to come back to center and move into our forward reaches. Again, just waking everything up. Taking a minute to check in, assess where we are today. One more on each side here too. And then leaning back on our hands, pulling our knees in, coming into a little windshield wiper with our knees. Starting slow. Feet in about hip width apart. And then if everything's feeling good, maybe bring the feet out a little wider. Maybe turn a little further. Maybe roll all the way up onto one hip and then the other. Turn everything up. Beautiful. One more on each side here. And then right back to center. Reach the legs out long and then just pop the knees up and down. And then rotate the wrists and ankles in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then give everything a little wiggle, our fingers and our toes. Working everything out, maybe. Anything else that might feel good to move around. A little shimmy shake. And then, or the octopus as we like to call it in Tai Chi. And then bringing everything into center. We are going to start with a twist and curl. So grab a weight that's going to be good for you, for where you are this morning, for a single arm dumbbell curl. There are two options here. You can do it in a half kneel, and you're going to twist and curl over that leg, or you can do it in a seat with one leg out long and one pulled in, twist and curl that way. So choose your own adventure depending on your needs, and away we go. Either way, you're doing a nice twist from one side to the other. Doesn't have to be a full 180. We don't want to get too crazy. Or corner to corner. And then curling that dumbbell over the leg, whichever one is up. Beautiful. Checking in here, pulling the belly in tight, reaching up through the crown of the head, adding that good core work in. Curl, I think we've all got down. We're just lowering it and lifting it. But it's always good to check in with our bodies and see where we are today. 5 seconds to go. Alright, beautiful. And then switching sides. It can be the same half kneel or the same seat, or you can mix it up to you, whichever you want to do on this side. Here we go. curl. Beautiful. And now, depending on where you're facing in your room, you'll have to figure out your own landmarks. But for me, I'm going from one corner to the other with my belly, like I'm shining my heart and my belly towards one corner and then over to the other corner. So again, it's not a super extreme twist. Just enough to keep our back muscles engaged, nice and strong. 15 seconds to go here. Still with that belly pulled in nice and tight. Nice straight spine. Reaching up tall. And time. Beautiful. All right, from here you're going to want 2 weights. And we're going to come down onto our backs. Feet planted. And we're going to start with our hands up, and we're going to do a skull crusher seesaw. So as one goes down, the other rises. So they're always in movement. 1 minute on the clock here. And here we go. So starting with one side, but then the other side rises as one falls. And we're pressing down into the heels and pressing the skull of the back down towards the floor. Keeping everything strong. Getting good core work while we work our triceps and our shoulders. I have bad news. I forgot to put the timer where I can see it. So I don't know exactly how long it's been. But we should be about halfway through, I think. Check in with your breathing here. Make sure that your weight is light enough you can still breathe comfortably, but heavy enough that you can feel the challenge in your arms. Oh, and time. We're done already. Nice. From here, we're going to go down to just one weight. It can be one of the 2 you were just using or a heavier one, up to you. We're going to do a dumbbell pullover. Now you have options here, either to keep those knees bent and the feet planted, or to stretch the legs out long. This gives you a little extra core work. And either way, you're going to hold your weight over your belly, bring it up over your head, where it's almost touching the ground, and then right back up over to you. 1 minute. Here we go. Slow and steady is the name of the game with this one. Making sure you're breathing the whole time and that you have control of the weight. Making your muscles do the work in both directions. Looking good, guys. 15 seconds to go. And time. Perfect. All right. From here, we're going to keep a weight. We're going to pull our feet back in if we had stretched them out long. And we're going to move into weighted bridges. So we're going to use our hands just to hold the weight across our hips, just enough to keep it from moving. We're not supporting the weight with our hands. We're using the strength of our back body to lift our hips and the weight up from the floor. Once you're in position, 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Pushing up, holding it for a second, and then rolling down. I like to push up fast here and then roll down slow. And adding that little pause, that little squeeze at the top really helps work the back body. $15 more seconds here. Beautiful. Take a second to just sit our legs on maybe set the weight aside. We're going to finish off with a leg raise plus some frog legs. So hands can be by your side, out, chest, whatever feels right for you. Legs come up, feet pull in together, push right back up, and then legs lower down. 1 minute. Here we go. And again, slow and steady is the name of the game here. The goal is to be able to just barely tap the heels on the ground and then come right back up. But after a while, that gets pretty hard. So feel free to set them down on the floor if you need to. You're halfway there. Letting the knees flare out wherever they want to on those frog legs. Perfect. Almost there, guys. And time. Nice job. All right, set the feet down. Maybe wiggle out those hips a little again. And then grab a quick sip of water because that's the end of our first set. All right, bringing it back in, getting ready for that twist and curl again. Seated or in that half kneel, whatever works for you. 1 minute. Let's do it. Good, guys. Halfway there. $15 more seconds. You got it. And time. Perfect. All right. Switching sides. And then away we go on the other side. Nice. Good control. Making the muscles work up and down. We're over halfway there already. 10 seconds to go. Time. Beautiful. All right, grabbing that second weight. Coming down onto our back. Getting ready for those seesaw skull crushers with no actual skull crushing involved. 1 minute. Here we go. And again, slow and steady. Especially when you're holding something above your head. You gotta make sure you're doing it mindfully. Which is honestly true, whether it's weights or the laundry basket, or a box of Christmas decorations from the attic, whatever it is. Making sure we're aware where all our parts are and holding things, lifting with intention. 5 more seconds, by the way. We're almost done already. And time. All right, going down to 1 weight. Ready for that dumbbell pullover. Pulled in or stretched out long. Choose your own adventure. And here we go. I forgot to say it in the first set, but if you are holding extension grip on your weight with one hand stacked on the other, you want to switch them at the halfway point. I'll tell you when that is. And it is now. So it's that the bottom. Perfect. Okay, I think you guys can hear me now. My sound cut out for a second. You guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Beautiful. Okay, so time. We're going into our bridge now. Grabbing the same weight or a different one, up to you. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Pushing up nice and strong, holding it at a stop, lowering down, going down the. Twenty seconds to go. Almost there. And time. Perfect. All right. Set that weight to the side. Wiggle out the hips just a little. And then legs stretched out long as we come into our leg raises with our frog kicks. Here we go. halfway there. Ten more seconds, guys. You can do anything for 10 seconds. And time. Beautiful. All right. Take another second. Maybe wiggle out the hips. Maybe hug the knees in. Squeeze the belly. And then grab a little water. We still have one more set to go. All right. Coming back into the middle of the mat. Grabbing the weight for each twist and curl. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Beautiful. Looking good, guys. Corner to corner. And the curl. Over halfway there already. Five seconds to go. And time. Perfect. All right. Switching sides. Taking a second to make any adjustments needed, and then here we go. Nice and steady. Sitting up tall, reaching towards the sky with the crown of your head. A little tuck of the chin. "20 seconds left. Still breathing, by the way. Even if I don't say it, I still want you to do it. Perfect. Time. All right. Grab the second weight. Get in position for those seesaw skull crushers. And here we go. Pushing down through the small of the back, pushing down through the heels, keeping the whole body active, even though the arms are doing the work. Halfway done already. Five seconds to go. We're almost there. And time. Nice job. All right. Got one of those weights to the side, or maybe switch to a heavier weight. Whatever floats your boat. Getting ready for our dumbbell pullovers. 1 minute. Let's do it. Slow and steady. Feeling the work through the back and the chest and the arms and the belly. Everything connected, everything working together. Twenty seconds left. Still breathing. All right. Perfect. All right. Finding the weight that's right for your bridge. Pulling the feet in. And then once you're set up, here we go. Pushing up, squeezing, and rolling down. Using the hands just to support the weight so, it doesn't roll off your hips. Looking good, guys. "15 seconds to go." And time. All right, setting the weight to the side. Maybe a little wiggle through the hips. Maybe a little wiggle through the jaw, lifting everything up. And then legs out long. Coming into our leg raises. Let's do it. Finishing out nice and strong. Hands go wherever they would like. I'm a big fan of behind my head. You can put yours maybe across your chest or down by your hips or out to the sides. It really doesn't matter. More than halfway done. Last set. You guys got this. Almost there. 5 more seconds. And time. Whew, all right. Maybe wiggle the hips a little, maybe pull the knees in, give them a squeeze. And then clear your space, grab a little water, and we're gonna do a final stretch. All right, bringing it back in. Starting out with the feet out wide, not super wide, just a little comfortable opening through the hips. Something that might feel good in your body. Taking a moment. Let everything soften for a second. And then inhaling one arm up and over. reaching out towards the opposite wall. And then inhaling back up to the center. Exhaling over to the other side. Inhaling back up and over. Reaching to the first side again. And then one more time up and over. Reaching to that second side. Breathing your way back up to center. And then both arms come up overhead. And we fold forward, reaching out long, stretching for just a second. And then walking the hands in, letting the elbows sag down towards the floor, letting the head sag towards the chest. And then pulling it all the way in, rolling up, bringing the knees in, a little squeeze. And then from here, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, fluttering a little bit, stretching through to that area we worked with our frog legs. Bring them back up and give them another squeeze. And then back down, flutter a little bit more, like little butterfly wings. And then one more time up and give it a squeeze. And then letting your legs go wherever they would like. That wide leg feet feels good to me today, so I'm going to stick with that. One arm's going to come up and across, pulling in for our shoulder stretch. And then just tilting the ear down towards that shoulder. Pausing here for a second. And then if it would feel good, maybe just a gentle small nod, moving the nose up and down, maybe an inch in each direction. Perfect. One more moment here. And then bringing the head back up to center, release and go to the other side. Dropping the ear towards that shoulder. And then assessing, would that little nod feel good? If so, go ahead and add that in. And of course, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. One more moment here. And then bringing the head back to center and release. Finishing off with bringing the feet together. One nice big inhale up. Stretching out long towards the toes. Maybe even grabbing hold of the toes or the ankles or the shins. Pulling against them just for a moment. Feeling a great stretch through the shoulder blades. And then release that. Let everything soften and sag down towards the floor. One big breath. And then feet as above the leg.